We have to talk about a video that is making its rounds on the internet involving a woman that is either crazy or empowered. I'm not sure which one. As she decided to do something on a cruise ship that is either heavily frowned upon or at the very worst illegal. To which I say, what in the Royal Caribbean is going on here? So I will show the controversial video here in a second, censored of course for YouTube and all the families out there that may be watching at this very moment, as well as go over a couple important naked details in terms of rules and legalities of being in your birthday suit on a cruise ship balcony. However, before we get into that, I do have to make a very quick important announcement. I will be hosting a group cruise next year in 2025 between January 27th and January 30th on board Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas. It's going to be very exciting and fun. I have events, and out of my own pocket, I will be giving away one free week-long cruise of your choosing to a passenger within our group that is on board. If you want the details of which, I will leave it in the description box below, as well as pinned in the comment section. You can, of course, put down a small deposit to lock in this group cruise between right now and October 2nd of 2024. We currently only have 100 cabins available, so it will be first come, first serve. However, I can promise you this group cruise is going to be an absolute spectacle, and I hope to see you there.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
So here's what we know about this interesting performance so far. It did take place sometime this week on board the world's newest and second largest cruise ship, Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas, that is capable of holding well over 5,600 passengers at full capacity, 7,000 if you include the crew, and is currently completing 3 and 4 night sailings that we call party or booze cruises. This is important to keep in mind, out of Port Canaveral, Florida. At the time when this video was being recorded, it was believed that Utopia of the Seas was in the process of sailing away from Royal Caribbean's family-friendly private island located in the Bahamas, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Once this video started going viral, starting on Facebook, the comments would inevitably end up being disabled. However, I did get a little peek at what was being said in the comment section. It was primarily people asking pretty much the same question. Is it legal for this woman to do this? Is it illegal? Is she going to get banned, arrested? In terms of whether this is allowed or legal or not, technically there is a yes and no answer, believe it or not. In terms of it not being allowed, if you were to go look this up on Google or really any official cruise line site, it will tell you that you are not allowed to do many things on a cruise ship balcony. You can't sunbathe naked, you can't smoke on the balcony, you can't play loud music, you can't use the railing on your balcony as a dryer. You are also not allowed to get frisky on the cruise ship balcony. However, as they say, if you decide you want to do a little balcony wrestling on board, what happens on the ship stays on the ship. There are a million things that we could all list as far as what not to do on a balcony, like trying to throw somebody off of it, which I've personally witnessed firsthand. You decide to do any of these infractions, well, you're going to get either banned or arrested. Now, here is the exception to the rule. When you are allowed to be naked on your balcony, and in fact, pretty much most of the cruise ship, there is an annual nude cruise that takes place every single year called the Big Nude Boat. It's actually hosted by Norwegian Cruise Line, so this lady's clearly on the wrong ship. And in 2025, February, in fact, they're going to have it on the Norwegian Pearl. How fitting. However, the exception to this rule is that whenever the ship is in port or the captain or somebody makes an announcement stating that you do have to be clothed, or if you're in an area where there is food, then you can go ahead and let it all hang out with the power of the drink package, and of course your own free will to just go ahead and be butt naked. Anyway, to conclude this debacle, unfortunately we don't know what became of Susan, the full mooner, the woman that got naked. I don't know if her name's Susan or not, but nevertheless, do keep in mind that what she did is technically illegal, and should this video that is now going viral get to Royal Caribbean, she could either face a banning and she will not be able to sail with Royal Caribbean ever again, or she could potentially get arrested depending on how they decide to handle it. So moral of the story here, Please don't get butt naked while you are leaving port and there just happens to be another cruise ship adjacent to you. You decide to get butt naked in the middle of the night, there's nobody around or cameras around, which there's always cameras. Do keep that in mind. The bridge can see you. They probably just don't care most of the time, but just do what you want. But of course, as I always say, you are free to do whatever it is that you'd like. You are not free from consequences, just food for thought. Of course, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as usual, I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you later. Take it easy.